Well, good morning, everybody, and welcome to our professional development webinar for September. I'm so excited to see everybody joining us today. I'm excited about National 4-H Week. It's right around the corner, and so this is always a fun time for us to promote 4-H and get the word out. So today we're excited to have a talented group of ladies present to us about all the things they've come up with for 4-H Week and share with all of you. And also we want to hear a good discussion about things that you have planned in your counties as well. So today we have Sue Kwame, Carla Mickle, Holly Halverson, Holly Tui, and Sarah Leidy. They're our team that's been working on some things for National 4-H Week, and they're going to share with you today about those different opportunities they have coming up the week of the 3rd of October. But before that, I just want to give a quick little commercial for 2 upcoming webinars we have. So for October, I've had some requests to talk about 4-H Achievement Days and how you manage all that. And so in October the 26th, and I'll send out a reminder, of course. So October the 26th, Lisa Anderson from Cass County, our support staff there, she is going to talk about how they manage Achievement Day in Cass County. And I'll probably find another county to talk about it too. And then in December the 7th, I've told y'all that we have a new vaping curriculum. So myself and then our new Center for 4-H grad student, Reagan, she and I are going to kind of roll that out in December on the vaping curriculum. And so I know a couple of people have piloted that for us. I know Holly Tui has and Acacia have. So I appreciate that. So look forward to those 2 coming up. So we'll just go ahead and get started with our information on National 4-H Week.
All right, well, welcome everyone. And Carla Mickle is kind of the driving force behind this. She wanted to just have some a place where all of the documents were together. And so we're just gonna run through a PowerPoint. There should be a link. Megan, if you wanna maybe drop that in again. I don't know if you just did. Yeah, never mind, you just did. But the link is to all of the documents that will be referencing today. So there is a flyer that is not in one of the folders, and that flyer is kind of like the guide to all the ideas we're talking about. So that might be something you want to have just up on your computer. And if you just want to listen, we're not getting anything too deep today. We're just giving you some really fun, hopefully good ideas that you can use. And like Megan said, the team that we have has been really awesome. Like the ideas and all the things they've put into this is pretty cool. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen, and oops, I'm going to do this. Okay, there we go.
I'm here.
There. So, oh, was that Carla? Carla just said that she had some computer problems, but it sounds like she's available. So great. All right. So, we just got together as a group and we brainstormed some ideas and went and looked at National 4-H and what their theme is for the year. And their theme is helping youth thrive. And I don't know how many of you are starting to hear the word thrive a lot, but if you're, and hopefully you're very interested in learning more about it. And so at national, or at not national, but our fall conference, there's a group of us that will be putting together 2 different workshops that are going to give you kind of like just a real basic outline of what it is. And then we're going to go a little further depth into one piece of it. And hopefully like throughout the next year, you'll be able to see a lot of that little pieces of the Thrive. We're going to try to get all of that out occasionally, but don't worry. It's not like, I know whenever I was teaching, it was like always like, oh, now we're going to do, No Child Left Behind. And then we're going to do this thing. And then we're going to do that thing. And it's not like rolling out something new. This is all the things that you know and believe about QID, which bonus points if someone can quick unmute and tell me what QID stands for.
Positive youth development.
Oh, thank you. And you can just read that on your screen, but I know when we throw like acronyms around, sometimes people don't always know. And so just make sure that that's something that when you hear QID, that's something that you know is very important to 4-H. So it's all of those pieces, all of the pieces that you've known about, the big M. And if you don't know what I'm saying, call me or Megan or Rochelle or Lindsay or someone in our office, one of the guys, and ask, what is this big M? Because it's something you should know. It takes essential elements, it takes head, heart, health, hands, it takes all of those kinds of things that you're already doing and gives them more in-depth meaning and puts them in this little umbrella so that it's all together. And the research that they've done is awesome. And so I think you guys will be really interested in that, but that's not what this is about. So I'm going to move on. So they also talk about Find Your Spark this year, which is that idea of, finding what you love. And so this is what the handout's going to look like. It's right on that website that you guys have access to. And so just lots of ideas on there. We're going to go through each one of them and give you some in-depth ideas about that. And then at the end, we're going to actually just open it up and let you guys share some things that you're planning or that you'd like to do or that you have done that have worked too. All right, I'm going to turn this one over to Carla to get us started.
Okay, I'm hoping everything is working. Yes?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Okay. Okay, so we put together some press releases, and here are some samples of those press releases. You can make them unique to your county. It's really great. You can either use them for your local radio stations, or if you have a little blurb in your local newspaper or your school newsletter, it's really great to put out there just a little bit of information, kind of like our elevator speeches. So we, keep them real simple. And yet explain enough so that people want to learn more. So encourage you to seek out opportunities in your community to set up press release or a public service announcement on your radio station. The next one is proclamations. And we have a couple samples here. I actually sent a proclamation to the governor's office. I'm hoping that is signed and back to me early next week, so I can share that through Ag Communications, and they'll send it out at a statewide level. But on the left-hand side of the page is actually a proclamation that you can do within your county. And there's quite a few counties that actually do this already. You can go to your local county commissioners, or maybe it's your city council, and even have one done at a city level. But we put together and modified one that I had done a couple of years ago, but you can present it. It's a great way to include your local stakeholders, especially those county commissioners within your county, and jazz it up, hang it up outside in your office or on your office door, anything to bring attention to the fact that it's National 4-H Week. So hoping the one from the governor, like I said, as soon as that one comes out, I'll send a copy to all the counties, and then get it sent through Ag Communications on a statewide level, so it's released at a state level. And I think this is Sarah.
Nope, this is me. This is stuff that you can also find on the National 4-H website. You do have to have a login and a password to get onto this page, but it's easy to find. All you go on is do the 4-H professional page, go to promotional toolkits, and then you can find all the information about National 4-H Week. There's posters. Here's one that you can use for social media. Now, Sue, if you could play this one. And this is what you could put on your own social media page with information. And also we have one that is also on our website now. If you go to our website, it's under What is North Dakota 4-H? And if you scroll all the way to the bottom, there is a couple of our North Dakota 4-H agents that came up with some videos, and it is What is North Dakota 4-H? And this can also be put on your Facebook page. And this is a great video that explains what is 4-H. Hopefully.
Are you okay with me playing it?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we're going to just watch it because it's really awesome.
Hello, and welcome to North Dakota 4-H, where youth are inspired to reach their full potential. 4-H is a positive youth development program that teaches young people how to contribute to their communities, make healthy choices, and thrive. 4-H uses a learning model as the basis for challenging and fun learning experiences. This model encourages youth to plan their learning experience, do the learning experience, reflect on how it went, and also to have their experience evaluated.
That is very cool. You did a very nice job.
Youth can explore their interests, master new skills, and develop lasting friendships. 4-H grows confident youth who have the skills to lead for a lifetime.
4-H is the youth outreach program of North Dakota State University Extension and the United States Department of Agriculture. Extension partners with county government to make 4-H available in every county in North Dakota. NDSU Extension is committed to extending knowledge and changing lives by connecting research-based programs with the current needs of North Dakotans.
In addition to 4-H youth development, Extension provides non-formal education to our citizens in the areas of family and community wellness and agriculture and natural resources. Being research-based, your child's 4-H experience will be fun and inspire a lifelong love for learning.
An area like this, that's a rust spot, and we know it's been sitting underwater for a while.
4-H lets children discover new possibilities.
Sue will be right back. I think the video like stopped, but we're going right back.
Okay. Well, it looks like Sue's computer stopped. Let's see if I can get the PowerPoint to work.
It was a great video. So I think everybody should try to promote that and show it to your new families and 4-Hers that are out there, and great for 4-H week.
Sorry, I'm trying to get it back up. Well,
It's okay. I don't have, you have it, Holly, right?
yep.
Yeah, she came in here and said the video just stopped, and I must have just knocked her off, but she went back to her office. So I think maybe she should just come in here and talk to everybody. Here she comes. You want to just come here and talk? Come on. Yeah. I'm gonna give her my chair.
Okay, do we have the PowerPoint? Okay, so just, Holly, did you have the PowerPoint?
Getting there. Sorry.
Yeah, if somebody could share that, then I will, because I don't have access to it on Megan's computer. My computer all of a sudden just said it's restarting, and I couldn't stop it. It was like there was no way to stop it. And so that might have been what happened to you, Carla.
It will not open.
And I can't even get my mouse to work today.
Yeah, can I just share about those 4 videos that you have on your website? You know, what is 4-H and what are projects, and you know, those 4 really nice videos. We took those 4 videos this summer and we put them in between them. We took 3 4-Hers from Cass County and we asked them what they liked about 4-H. And so we made one YouTube video with those 4 videos and about 15 of our 4-Hers talking, and then we looped it. And we tried to loop it at the fair, but we had computer trouble. So anyway, we have it as a loop video with those 4 videos and actually Cass County kids talking. So they were great videos and we used them, and we'll continue to try to use them, but we have our own YouTube made out of it.
That's super cool. I like that idea. Okay. Oh.
Get into it.
Let's try it again here.
It was like supposed to be the simplest webinar ever. And oh dear, funny. It must be our system here. You want to just click on that present button at the top, Holly, and then just click ahead on it for us?
Perfect. All right, so you guys got to see that video, sort of, but check those out. All right, is this Holly Tui?
Yes.
Yes, it is. So, whoop,
It's at the bottom, Holly.
Okay, 1 second.
Holly, if you go to the bottom, there's a little arrow down at the bottom in the left-hand corner.
there we go. So another idea that we came up with is to host a 4-H coloring contest within your county. So in that Google Drive, there is a blank coloring page with the theme Find Your Spark. What we did in Stark Billings County is last week we mailed out a coloring page to each of our members with some instructions, and they're going to send us their coloring pages by the end of next week. And those coloring pages will be judged, and we'll pick out a Clover Bud winner and a regular member winner. And then at the beginning of 4-H week on the 3rd, we have our Family Fun Day event. That's our kind of our awards event for the year. So we're going to have all of those coloring pages on display, and the youth are going to get to pick their People's Choice Award as well. And you can create your own coloring pages. I created this one on Canva, and it's really easy to do. And you can put your own county on there. You can put the specific club, whatever kind of parameters you want to put around it. But it's just a really fun way to get the youth involved. And then, Holly, if you'll go to the next slide, we can tell you what to do with those coloring pages, is put them in your office or put them in your windows. Our new office building is loaded with windows, so I'm so excited to get to hang them up and show them off all through National 4-H Week. If you don't do a coloring contest, there's other things that you can do as well. In Ramsey County, they have this awesome Add Up the Possibilities with 4-H banner that they have up. So if you have banners in your county that your youth have created, put those up during the week or have them up year round. In our office, we have the pledge and the Make the Best Better banners hung up year round. And then we also created a 4-H wall of fame. Again, with our new office building, we had a lot of blank spaces to fill up. So we put up any of the awards that our youth have won throughout the years, just to kind of showcase to anyone who comes into our office that we're very proud of our 4-Hers. And another thing you can do, which is one that this group taught me, is that you can mark a map. You can have either a North Dakota map up in your office or up in your courthouse or whatever building you're working in, whether it's a North Dakota map or a map of the country, and have 4-H alumni mark where they were in 4-H. Because I wasn't in 4-H in Stark Billings County, I would mark it in Trail County. So you can really have some good conversation with people, kind of sparking back those fond memories of when they were in 4-H. And you might even find out that there are people who are in 4-H that you didn't even know. And maybe that'll get a conversation started where they'll want to help volunteer or want to get back involved. So just another really cool way to make connections with people and to promote 4-H.
Holly, where did you say that coloring sheet template is?
Great question. So that is on that Google Drive link that they've been sharing in the chat. So you'll find it in there. I think this is Sarah's.
So something else that you might want to do in your office or in other locations around your county is to perhaps showcase some of the projects that some of the 4-Hers have done throughout the years. Here we've got some 4-H members at the Project Expo. You could maybe ask your 4-Hers for their presentations, and you could show them in your courthouse or office or wherever it might be. You can maybe make a poster with some pictures of some of the past grand champion winners, whatever it might be. Just maybe showcase some of those fun 4-H projects and all of the different projects that are available through 4-H. So throughout 4-H week, we are going to challenge you to answer your phones with Happy 4-H week, and then move on to whatever else you say. And encourage others to do the same. So if you've got some stakeholders, your county commissioners, whoever it might be, encourage them to answer their phones with that same message and get it going throughout your county. if you have an email signature, I know we're not supposed to mess around with those too much, but perhaps you could maybe add one of those sayings, you know, right before your name. And we have a lot of different options right there. And you can even maybe pop one of the images for 4-H week above your greeting and just kind of get that 4-H movement going throughout the week. And we have some more ideas in that Google Drive folder as well. We have a picture here of a lawn sign that Sue Millender had created for her county. She's got her contact information for the office, and those lawn signs were given out to 4-H members throughout the county. So correct me if I'm wrong, Sue Kwame, are you still continuing to work with an option for the state?
Yeah, if anybody is interested in working with AgCom on that, you can call Chris Anderson and he has some options to put that together. Otherwise, I think, you know, if you want to get him this year, he said there's possibility you can probably get some out, but you could also check within your own counties too, because I think there's a lot of most print shop kind of things do this kind of thing. And I know Sue said they were fairly cheap. She couldn't remember exactly, but like even like $3 to $5. So, you know, that's not a bad for a pretty big sign for a pretty big impact.
Right. And I love just even the idea of maybe challenging clubs to come up with some sort of a 4-H week decoration like on the right as well. So you could do so many things with this idea.
Carla, I think that's you, if you can unmute.
Okay, sorry. A big part of 4-H Week 2 is thanking your donors. In the past, I've actually taken the 4-H flag to some of our donors locally and have them pose with a picture or for a picture with the flag so that I could use it for social media. Send out different thank you notes to your folks, whether that be judges in your community or even your county commissioners, your fair boards, any FFA folks that you work with real closely. The possibilities are really endless as far as those that back 4-H and donate either their time or their funds to your county. I really encourage you to take the time to do that. And there are thank you notes available, I believe, at the 4-H office. You can call down and ask there, or you can go to the 4-H and shop 4-H, the 4-H mall, and they have all kinds of different thank you notes there too, or compose your own. Have your 4-Hers do a thank you and draw a nice picture and put a little message on there. Great way to thank donors within your community.
Okay, so we also decided to come up with a way that we could do something statewide that would bring all of us together. And we decided a service learning project that would be focused on food insecurity. So there are several documents that we have that are not on that shared drive we just shared, but we've created over the years that can help you. If you're interested, you might want to get a hold of me. That teaches more about food insecurity and how to do that. And I'm sure FCW have access to some of that through the Food Ambassador program too. But we just thought the two ways that we'd like to support this for the whole state is to have people either do a peanut butter and jelly drive, and on the left there, that is Lauren Hinckley. She's from Mandan. She is in college now, planning to go to dental school, applying for that. And she, when she was like, I think 9 years old, was in the grocery store one day, and a mom in front of them had to put groceries back or something, and she just was sick. And so she started this peanut butter and jelly drive, and then they collected it for the backpack program. I think before you start either peanut butter and jelly or the food drive that we're going to talk about, just make sure to check within your county, like who would be able to take that food too. But You can do a peanut butter and jelly drive, just collecting peanut butter and jelly for kids for their backpacks or for, to send home with your 4-Hers. It could be just about anybody, because sometimes we don't actually know where food insecurity is. And I feel like that's, with COVID, we found a lot of that out, because there are a lot of kids that and families that really appreciated the food and the meals that were offered and given free at school too. So then the other idea we have is just to do a food drive, a generic food drive. In that drive, there's a folder for service. And so some of the thank you cards and that kind of stuff is in there, but also a publication that Food and Nutrition put out a few years ago that is just a list of really good ideas for foods that food pantries need. They're easy ones to collect and that kind of thing. And then we thought, it's kind of cool if we could all weigh them and see who gets the most, but weighing is difficult. So I can't remember who said this, but the trick is to just count all of the items, and that's your pounds, because some are more and some are less. And so that way it kind of just balances out. So I do have a Google form also that I put together that I did not put on here, but I will post that, and then you can just go to that form and type in your county. If you want, if clubs are doing it on their own, the clubs can do it, but you can do it as a county too, and then just type in how much you collected. If there's anything awesome that you came out of that or whatever too. So just to collect some data on that. All right.
So along with the service learning idea, something else you could add on would be to perhaps honor your community helpers and others. So this just happens to be an idea from Ramsey County at our family fun night. We had a long assembly line. The kids had bags and cups, and they collected some little treats. And put stickers on bags and decorated them for our community helpers. So we've got some treats that are going to the ambulance, the fire department, and then our local law enforcement offices. And so we have 4-Hers already signed up that they'll be delivering them during 4-H week. We also had an assembly line of these little turkeys, and those are going to help brighten the days of our nursing home residents in the county. The kids had fun with those. And then at the top right, an idea of one of our leaders was to help decorate the lockers. The lockers and cubbies get decorated for sport, so why not for 4-H? So each of our 4-Hers is getting one of these laminated signs to go on their lockers and cubbies and whatnot at school to help promote 4-H week. So, and we look forward to maybe hearing some ideas that you guys have as well.
Those are awesome, Sarah. Thank you. So to kind of go along with everything else, we wanted to talk additionally about donating to worthy causes. One of the pictures on the bottom is a Stark Billings 4-H club, and they, bagged up some different goodies that they made during one of their club meetings. And again, we're giving those to community members. And in the upper right-hand corner, there's a youth member, I believe at Extension Youth Conference, participating in the Project Linus project, where they make tie blankets and donate to kids in need. And what I'm really excited about is we had a Dickinson resident just 2 weeks ago call me and ask, I have so much fleece, do you know what to do with it? And immediately I thought of something like this. So I don't know if it'll be during National 4-H week, but it'll be sometime in October. We're going to get together and do a Project Linus blanket drive. So you can do things throughout the year. You can do things during National 4-H week. There's opportunities all over the place to help other people out and pledge their hands to larger service. So yeah, I'm also very excited to hear what ideas you guys have.
I think this one's me. We're kind of going with the North Dakota or the national Wear Green Day, and that's usually on Wednesday. So we're going to promote National Green or State Wear Green Day on Wednesday, October, must be the 6th, I think. The 6th. So whatever you have green, if you want to do something on Facebook and have people post their cute little outfits, or, say, maybe you have a saying you want them to say, we make the best better, and wear their green, or, and just, post all those things, and do the hashtag. And we didn't actually make one for this, but I could also make a hashtag that everybody could put. So when you post things, I'm going to just say this because probably 90% of you know this, but there's probably 3 of you out there that are my age that maybe don't. But I think that you put the hashtag, and then like if you search for that hashtag, you can see all of the pictures that people are putting on there. So if we all use the same hashtag, that works kind of nice. So that is one thing we did forget to do, is make a hashtag for the Wear Green, but I think we should do that too. We also had looked into just a frame, but they're kind of tight on doing that and putting those together, and National 4-H did not do one this year. So but hopefully you can come up with some cute outfits. All right, and then last year we did the scavenger hunt, and our team decided they wanted to do it again. So we're frantically working to maybe come up with a few new questions, but when I went back and read through them, I'm like, oh, well, I still have to figure this out anyway. But part of it would be to help people navigate a little bit through our new web page. So that's just an idea there. There's all those different little things that you can put on Facebook from National 4-H, and we have posted all of those. You can go in, like Holly said, and if you have not been into the 4h.org and signed up for the professional page, please do that, because there's so much good information in there. But if you like things to be easy, then go push the easy button and go to this Google Drive, and you can get all of these fun little things. So a couple different counties do some trivia too, and I'm sure you guys do too. So one of the things we did is we gathered up what we had for trivia and put it on a document on the Google Drive. And then I just did this little one on Facebook or Canva, throw something together. It's always good to, make sure we're using some 4-H colors and some NDSU colors, so it looks like, we all belong to the same organization. So we try to keep it, and this was already done. I just changed the background to green and added my own words in it, and it's all done. So, there's a cool, what major retailer's founder has a mural at the National 4-H Conference Center? This individual supported 4-H and the 4-H tradition of recognizing excellence in youth. Anybody know that?
Sue, don't tell them. And anybody who answers a question correctly, the first person, I will send a prize to.
Okay, so we're not going to say that, but think about that. And you guys all have the answers on the Google Drive, just saying. So you can do this in your own county too. So, but I know Carla does it, like with her whole, they're in the courthouse. So she does it with the whole courthouse, and then she gives prizes out, and the courthouse gets super excited, and she gets people from all different offices to answer. And I think that leads back to what Holly was talking about. It's one of those ways to engage with people that have been in 4-H and or are like to do things with youth, and maybe you can get some new volunteers and that kind of stuff too. All right. And then this, sorry.
Sue, I'm sorry, but the answer, and we did have a correct answer, it's J.C. Penney. And as all of you know, the National 4-H Conference Center is no longer. And so that mural was forever in J.C. Penney Hall at the National 4-H Conference Center and Chevy Chase, Maryland. So there's your answer.
Yeah, and it'll be interesting to see where all that stuff actually ended up. I haven't heard about anything of that. So this is just something I added in here because I went to 4-H is just the web page for National 4-H is just called 4-H, and there's some fun stuff on there. But this was just posted like an hour ago that they're promoting 2 days of auditions that are for 4-Hers. So if you know anybody in your county that has some cool talents, maybe you should get them to. And I think a couple years ago, or just like last year, whatever, there was someone that kind of ended up in the end that was a 4-Her. So I just want to stick that on there just so you guys can go and take a look. The video is kind of funny, but it has nothing to do with 4-H, so I'm not going to show it to you, but it's all there if you're interested. So, okay, last slide, I think. All right, so this part, then we just really wanted to like have you either type in ideas or open up your mic and just share, and we can hear some of the ways that you have either done some of the things that you're we talked about, or other ideas you have too.
Could you save this PowerPoint in that folder? Thank you.
And I see Jill said that she's working to put together a family feud game for 4-H, like famous 4-H alumni, past governors, and then a few more local ones. That's super cool too. And Jill, that if you wanted to share the template to that, people could actually change, those local ones to local in their own community, and we could put it in that drive too. That's a great idea.
That's what I was kind of wondering. All of those Find Your Spark pages, those are cute posters, but it says discover more at 4h.org. That's not the website I really want them to go to. So are we able to go in and edit that or add our local at the bottom of it?
I don't know the answer to that, but I do think you can, in the top, when you write on the Facebook post, you could put it there. Maybe it's something you can crop out. It's all.
I was thinking of printing and posting it. Well, I don't want, can we put our stamp on there or something that says for local information, contact here?
You can crop it out or go back to Canva and actually almost write over it to put yours in that you want.
Yeah, on those locker signs, our staff was able to put in the names of the our 4-H'er and the club, so we can maybe put that template up. Would that help?
Yeah, and I did edit.
Yes, please.
To get that frame, because they don't have that frame separate, which is kind of sad because it is a really cool frame. So that's what Sarah did in their county too.
Robin, I think on 4h.org, when you go to their toolkit, they have editable design files, and they have a poster. I haven't downloaded it yet, but I'm wondering, looks like it's editable.
Okay, well, thanks. If I get it into PDF, I can edit it there too. That's why I was just wondering if I can do it that way. Thanks, Caroline.
Okay, and Sandy said she knows it's early, but they're doing a float on Friday for homecoming, which is great because I think it's a really good idea to let people know that it's coming too. So that's great. They're going to have horse, goats, and other animals on the float. Wow. I want to come and just see that. Tessa says they're doing a 4-H week project challenge covering 5 different project areas. We have kits available at our office for the youth to pick up. The more times they complete a project kit, the more their name gets entered in a drawing for a prize. Oh, for cool. You might want to share those project kits too. That might be a great thing that people would want to duplicate.
I sure can. We have like a edible slime, cactus, pet rocks, birdseed ornaments. We're doing Mod Podge glitter mugs, and then like a 4-H shamrock cookie for baking. So,
wow, that's cool too. Oh, it's amazing how creative and how different people interpret everything. So I love that. Susan asks, what is the prize?
we're doing like just a bag of 4-H items, I guess. We got a couple, a variety of them from the National 4-H store. Like there's that, I don't know what they're called, that it's not really a fidget spinner, those popper, that game. And then, oh, we have some other little items or little games off of the store that you can look up. So it's just kind of a variety pack that they get as an award.
Yeah, Patty said that they're having their older 4-H members do a typed up story of some sort of media post of what sparks are to them. Oh, one of the members has already created a TikTok and it's awesome. Oh my, we need to see that. Yeah, and the 4-H ambassadors also have a TikTok channel now too, so you might want to go on there. It's always interesting what they're posting. It's kind of different from what I would do, but obviously I'm a different age. Sandy says we'll also have members daily do a tell me something good on the radio station to talk about their experiences in 4-H. Oh, that's super cool too. Deb Evenson says they're making 2022 calendars to give to our supporters and 4-H families using Canva and pictures of 4-Hers. That would be a really cool fundraiser too. Great ideas. Akasia's saying thanks everyone. She's got to get out of here. So see you, Akasia. Yeah, close to the end. Okay.
So I'm just wondering, these ideas are so cool. I'm wondering, on that Google Drive, could we create like county idea folder or something? And when people put in their folders, they save it as like Ramsey _ whatever it is, so that we all could look at it, but then we would know what county to contact if we had more questions or something like that.
Yes, I'm not 100% sure if anybody can put files in there the way Katie has it set up, but if you can't add your own, you can always just send them to us and we'll update them, and then that would be great. So looks like we're getting to the end of our time.
And Caroline, I was going to say too, I love all these ideas coming through here. This is awesome. And so I have the chat, it'll download to my computer. And so I always send out the recording for everybody, like, you know, today or tomorrow. And so what I think I'm going to do is go ahead and like list, you know, what people said and just put the county name on it within the email. So that could happen maybe before we can get in the Google Drive too. So it could say Tessa and then mention about the kids and then put her county. And so if you remember, you know, about you were interested in that, you contact Tessa. And then, you know, the calendar idea from Deb. So I think I can just list that out within the body of the email to help you remember who to contact. So
great. Thanks, Megan.
Sure.
Quick question too, Patty, you said you have a Central District Extension Facebook page. Oh, so that's for the Central District where you share stuff. That's awesome. So I don't know if other districts have that too. I didn't understand it till I read it out loud, but thank you.
All right, any more ideas anybody wants to share? Anything else?
I was gonna say for the trivia, last year, Ramsey, we did trivia on Facebook, on Snapchat, and on Instagram. So we had different questions going on all of our social media. And it was just a great way to increase traffic on multiple platforms. So, I mean, that might be an idea that some of you might want to try or.
I like that idea, Sarah. I'm going to write that down and include that.
So many awesome ideas. We appreciate all your ideas and just coming up with all these different things. And I just want to encourage you guys, if you're going to do any of the service learning with food insecurity, please go to that drive and send that in, and we will come up with a prize for the county that gets the most, collects the most too. So I don't know what that is yet, but we have a prize for you.
Okay, so before we conclude today, I just want to thank our team because they did such an awesome job with all these creative ideas to get ready for the week of October the 3rd for National 4-H Week. Sue, Carla, Holly, and Sarah Lighty. And so I really appreciate them jumping on today and sharing with you these ideas. And so I look forward to seeing what everybody has out there on your Facebook page or social media or whatever you choose to do. And so for those of you that might have missed it at the very beginning, don't forget, so October the 26th, that's going to be a Tuesday in October. Lisa Anderson from Cass County is going to help lead a discussion about managing 4-H Achievement Days. I've had a lot of questions and comments about how do you go about managing it successfully and kind of being efficient. So she's going to help lead that on the 26th of October. And then we move to December the 7th. That's going to be another Tuesday. It's been hard to get in with Wednesdays lately because we have Thanksgiving in November, and also our volunteer training sessions that Rochelle heads up. So December the 7th, vaping curriculum. We have a new curriculum out about vaping. So we know that's a hot topic. And so that day, myself and our new grad student, Reagan, is going to help lead that discussion.
So are you teaching us how to vape, Megan? Is that what this is?
I'm not skilled in that, so that's not what we're going to be doing. I'm going to teach you how to take a lesson to the schools and teach those youth about the dangers of vaping and
awesome
do it. So our vaping curriculum. Yeah, I know Holly Tui and Acacia Suckle piloted that a little bit ago, and so we're ready to bring it out to the counties and so you can take it to the schools.
Yeah, thanks everyone. This has been great. Appreciate all your great ideas.
Well, thank you, everybody. Bye.